Welcome back to Main Station. So, well, we dropped. This is Bitcoin, of course, as you most likely will have noticed by the title of this video. So, as I told you yesterday, I think, yesterday, we had this ascending channel and an ascending channel. You can see this right here, ascending channel, and here another one. And I told you that you would definitely want to look for these two to sell off. And I also told you that if you like to trade them on paper trading, like I did, you can. And that's what I did. I can show you this maybe on the 15-minute. So I had my entry points. Maybe actually let's zoom out just for a little bit. I had my entry points around here, I think. Yeah, just below this support right here. And I wanted to set it right here because, firstly, you want to set your entry points below or just below the last recent support, which has been this red candle right here. And of course you have like this support, which was resistance right here. So you want to include this in your analysis too. And what's also important is you have this, so you have you have a bigger cluster of resistance in this vicinity. And I can show you this if we just pull up like that. You have a resistance cluster right here, and I only want to enter if we break beyond this and if we break this recent high right here. So I did that. I entered around. I can show you this on here. So yeah, right here you can see at price 3774. So this was. Wait, I sold. Wait, that's interesting. So yeah. I entered around 3905. You can see right here, just below the support, 3905, and after that, we've seen short-term consolidation, and this was over, I think, a few hours. If you look at the hourly, yeah, you had a nice equilibrium around like 8 hours of consolidation, and after that we've seen another drop. You can see on the blue arrow right here, I exited my position. Why? Well, I very well could have written it more down to more downside, which would have been a valid point or a valid trade. Why I didn't do it is because of these consolidations we had in the past. Right here, we had this consolidation, which basically looked like a bear flag, or it looked like a bear flag. You can see it right here, and I mentioned this in another video of mine, and I was in a trade right here. So this was a bear flag, and it still pumped way to the upside. So I respected this point and exited my position after some short consolidation. And I just said, or I thought that I would be open for another trade downwards if we break first this resistance right here, or the support right here, plus this support right here. So I did that, and I entered around, you can see right here, 3726. So yeah, just right here, also below this point, just below this point, yeah, right here. And I thought that if this breaks, then most likely we either see support right here, which has been resistance right here, so this would be most likely. But if we even drop further, then well, we move most likely to into the vicinity of like 3,500. So we did that mostly, and well, now I'm quite bearish on Bitcoin in the short term, or in the midterm, I'd say. So we could, out of this, form a descending channel and basically bull flag. I don't like bull flags this big. I wouldn't trade it to the upside, and mostly I think this is unlikely. But you can see we maybe could see some retest of this support trend line right here. We had like a touch right here, and maybe even see this down here. It would be mostly parallel to our trend line we had, or our channel line we had on the top. So this could play out, and I will look at it, but in my opinion this is unlikely, and because this would mean that we could hit right around 3-4, and this would still be possible. But I think if we go below 3,400, that we move all the way down to this level around 3,100. And now I want to show you something else, because I'm not quite sure if we go below this level. And if we look at in the past, or I'm not on the logarithmic chart. So here it is. This is actually what I want to show you. So because in the past we had same or similar movement. Of course, this is a bit too fresh, and we had more data in the past. But in the bear market of 2014-15, yeah, you've seen it. We had an establishing of support right here. So this could play out again, and we would visit these lows, maybe see another rally, maybe even drop a bit below, but still hold support. So I wouldn't say that we move beyond 3,100 yet, but I think it is actually more likely than that we hold support around this level. And if you want me to bet, then I'd say that 65% to 70% we move lower, then move back up or establish support. So yeah, you can see right here I made some decent profits on Bitcoin, 2 trades as I mentioned, right here and right here. So of course this is paper trading on TradingView, and now I'm nice around yeah, I'm okay. So I mean it's nothing really insane, my gains I had. So I mean it's decent, and I made of course my loss back I had 2 days ago, which I had on Bitcoin, which has been a mistake of mine. But anyway, you can see I had some quite big losses, actually, like around $100 or 2 times maybe, but my wins have always made them back, so that's nice to see. Yeah, and I wanted to show you something else. This is Ethereum. I mentioned this also in my last video on it, and yeah, we had like some sort of ascending wedge, yeah, and which is bearish. I thought that we most likely see some move to the downside, more or less impulsive, and yeah, we broken this trend line, seen a retest, and now it came back down with some quite decent volume. You can see right here on 50-minute, and we have now already reached around 16% in this drop today. So this is quite impressive. Yeah, you can see this corrective structure we had on the top, so this is quite bearish. And yeah, I expect this to go at least to 116, and more likely find some support right here, come back up again in the short term. And yeah, I don't know Ethereum, where it will go. It of course correlates to Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin drops below its support around 3,100, then we will most likely see this also go below 18 bucks. So yeah, what is nice that we are seeing bigger moves in Ethereum than in Bitcoin. So if you want to paper trade, then you can decide to go to Ethereum rather than Bitcoin, because there is just a little bit more volatility. And I mean, I don't do it mostly because I'm quite comfortable with Bitcoin's moves, and I'm just used to them. So I might do a little bit trading on Ethereum, and this is Litecoin, very similar price movements, percentage wise. So you can also trade this, and yeah, you can see basically the same two drops we had on Bitcoin happened on altcoins, and this is XRP. And this is quite interesting because we have actually no real support right here until, or we have support, but I think it will hold beyond like 2.7, so you can short this just the same. Very nice profit range, or you can see maybe, well, come on, I always forget, there it is. So yeah, 15, like 70% to this trend line. This is actually quite important, so you want to look at this very closely. Has been quite important in the past. So yeah, well, just a quick update on altcoins. But as I said, Bitcoin looks quite bearish to me. I will look for more downside. Maybe short this again, maybe one more time to around this support right here, and I'll see. Also, what is interesting, if you look at the daily, we now have rising ADX line, average the decline line. So yeah, you can see usually in a bear trend you can see this right here. So our bear trend just got bigger and bigger, more established, until we had some consolidation right here, and usually the ADX declines on consolidation and enters on impulsive moves in one direction, and usually after it is seen breaking of support or resistance recently, then it starts to ascend again. And you can see this right here. It declined, or it declined right here until we broke again support. Then it went shortly back up, but we've seen consolidation since then, and so it's again rising shortly in this bull move, but we have now seen some sort of decline, and this is interesting. I actually thought we would most likely see it rise, because this is still actually a bear trend, but I think this still counts some sort of consolidation. So we'll see what happens on the ADX line. Usually a trend indication, and you can see this right here. I think I showed you this. This has been quite interesting. This like rising and this declining line on the ADX, which has been broken since, of course, our bear trend. And you can see this right here very nicely when it just it basically showed you that we are about to